Yo, hello everyone, welcome back with a brand new video. I'm your typical motivated judgment master here. Today I'm gonna be breaking down who would win in a fight between Dante and Vergil if both fight again, full power without Nero to stop them. So we all know Dante, the legendary demon hunter from Devil May Cry, and his twin brother the Alpha and the Omega, the motivated one Vergil. So I'm gonna go over their greatest feats. Now let us begin. Before going on with the video, I wanted to thank you guys so much for 100 subs. It's a dream I never thought I could be able to accomplish, but it was possible because of you guys. Thank you so much. I love you all for everything. Now let's try to reach 1k, and I'll give you that face reveal. I love you all so much. Now let us begin with the video. Now starting with the so-called Dante, the star of Devil May Cry itself, the infamous wacky woohoo pizza man, legendary demon hunter, and son to the Dark Knight Sparta. Now, starting with Dante's strength, Dante overpowered Nightmare, who is a demon that can lift the entire underworld, which is an endless void. But Dante overpowered him easily 2 times in both DMC 1 and DMC 5. Dante also defeated Mundus, who can create universes and dimensions and make multiple clones of anyone including Dante. Don't forget that Mundus ruled over the underworld because he was the most powerful demon king at that time. Like, this guy possesses so much hacks and feats. Dante also overpowered Agrosax easily in Devil May Cry 2. Also, Agrosax surpassed the power of Mundus himself and was really powerful, but Dante killed him without even breaking a sweat and without even trying. Dante also defeated Urizen, who was the most powerful demon god to ever exist till now in Devil May Cry. Urizen himself was able to smack around at Dante with Devil Trigger and was giving Dante a hard time. Not long after, Dante acquired his new Sin Devil Trigger form. Urizen himself in base form is stronger than both Urizen and Agrosax. As shown in Devil May Cry 5, he was slamming like Dante with the Devil Trigger around, he was slamming Nero around, and even both Lady and Trish. Dante then also defeats the same Urizen that ate the Clyphoth fruit, which means Urizen will be crazy and powerful as hell. But still, Dante, with his new powers, defeated him easily. Now let's go over to Dante's speed, hacks, and durability. Now, Dante's minimum speed in Devil May Cry 3 base form exceeds the speed of light. When he enters Devil Trigger, it increases way more. Now, because Devil May Cry 1 Dante is stronger and faster, because he's older than Devil May Cry 3 Dante, he would have beyond infinite speed in Devil Trigger. Now imagine a DMC 5 Dante, who's the strongest version of Dante. His speed would be extremely crazy. Plus, one cool thing, Dante can move without time, as shown in Devil May Cry 1. Now, let us go to Dante's durability. Now, believe me when I say, Dante's durability is insane. He can tank shots from the Yamato, which is Vergil's katana, then can cut through anything, even space and time itself, and can also bypass immortality. But Dante shrugged it off like it was nothing. Like, believe me, bro. He also survived sitting calmly on Burial's flames. Burial is a demon with grey flames that can burn anything you think of. Even Nero's blue rose bullets, with demonic power channeled in them. But Dante, like regularly, just sat calmly without feeling anything at all. Dante has also been stabbed by multiple times by many powerful blades that can kill powerful enemies and immortals. But Dante again still shrugged it off like it was nothing. Now to Dante's hacks and abilities. Now let me tell you this. Dante can stop time using his Quicksilver style from Devil May Cry 3. And I'm talking like he can do it by himself. No weapon needed, no item needed, no any sort of amulet or potion or any type of that shit needed. He can also make clones of himself using his Doppelganger style from Devil May Cry 3. Dante also has multiple weapons of multiple types and elements. Dante is also able to reflect any type of attack, no matter what it is. Like, Royal Guard. It's pretty known. He can also manipulate mostly everything or anything around him. Now here's one thing I bet you did not know. Dante has has the ability to absorb souls to either increase his strength or power. Or to either power up his own weapons too. It's pretty crazy, yeah? Now, that wraps it up for Dante's feats. I went over the greatest ones, one by one, but now it's time for Vergil. Let us break up Vergil's feats. Let's see if he can defeat Dante or not. Vergil, the one and only, the Alpha and the Omega, the motivated one who sits on a plastic chair, Vergil. Also the son to the legendary Dark Knight Sparta, and twin brother to the infamous wacky woohoo pizza man, Dante himself. Now, beginning with strength, Vergil instantly killed Beowulf, bro, who was one of the most powerful demon guardians ever. But he got immediately killed by a DMC3 Vergil, who's the weakest in the series. Vergil also has the power to greatly surpass Mundus and all the other demon kings that Dante fought. Plus the demonic half of Vergil was really powerful enough to slam all Lady, Trish, Nero, and even a devil trigger Dante. Now going over to speed, Vergil is one of the fastest characters to ever exist. Vergil in his base human form has speed that exceeds infinite. Now imagine him with Devil Trigger or even Sin Devil Trigger. He's also able to stop time without any style of weapon. Now to Vergil's hacks and durability. In fact, I'd actually say Vergil has slightly more durability than Dante, because both can survive being stabbed by multiple blades that can also bypass immortality. Vergil can also survive being stabbed by his own katana, the Yamato, but unlike Dante, Vergil can't actually feel anything while being stabbed by it. Like, he can't feel it. Vergil also can handle any type of attack, no matter what it is. Now his hacks and abilities. Now I tell you this, Vergil's abilities are crazy. Vergil has multiple moves and abilities like way more than I can count, but I'm gonna go over some of the greatest ones. Now, Vergil has his Judgment Cut, which is an attack that can instantly cut through anything, leaving nothing but the dust of Vergil's enemy. He also has the Judgment Cut N, which is an attack that Vergil does to stop time and to cut through anything, I mean anything, that's between him and his blade, the Yamato. Actually, Vergil has also 3 other extremely powerful weapons, one of them being Beowulf, which is a powerful weapon and it increases Vergil's strength, making him to be able to punch through anything you can think of. You name it, Vergil can punch it. He also has the Force Edge, which is a weapon made of Dante and Vergil's amulets that contains Sparta's power, and it's a really powerful blade because it can seal worlds. Yeah, you heard that right, it can seal worlds. Lastly but not least, Vergil has his Mirage Edge Sword, which actually kind of surprised the DMC fans. It was in Devil May Cry 5. It looks like exactly like the Force Edge, but it's like a blue glowing weapon. Now actually, in fact, if you read the manual for the weapon, you'll see that Vergil made this sword himself. And it actually might be one of the strongest weapons because it was said to be made by Vergil's own soul. And normal human souls in Devil May Cry are 9th dimensional, as stated in Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Now imagine a human soul and a demon soul put into a sword. I think this might be Vergil's most powerful weapon. Now, Vergil can do most of the stuff that Dante can, but not everything. He's also able to take out multiple enemies in less than a second with his wide range of skills and abilities. He can also teleport anywhere you can think of. He can also summon multiple blades by his side to support him, known as the Mirage Blades. He can actually make his own doppelganger, which is actually stronger than Dante's. He can increase his strength, speed, and every one of his skills and attributes using Devil Trigger. And his Sin Devil Trigger too, which increases them way more. Now, I have one piece of advice. If he gets off of that plastic chair, you're dead. Now, let us go to the fight. If these two badass twins face each other again, who would actually win, without Nero to stop them? Most people say that Dante and Vergil are equal, but we don't know that. I mean, not yet. Now I'm gonna see who has more strength, speed, durability, battle IQ and IQ, hacks and abilities, and lastly, their weapons. Now let us go over all of these things. I'm gonna see which one has more speed, strength, and everything. Starting with strength, it easily goes to Dante. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Vergil is pretty strong and all, but he doesn't have that much of an impressive strength feat as Dante was able to overpower Nightmare, who again can lift the entire endless underworld. And Dante overpowered him easily. I'm not saying that Vergil can't, but Dante, he just seems like a more powerful lifting and striking person, you get me? Now to speed. Even if both are insanely fast demons with great speed that exceeds infinite, I'd say Vergil is faster than Dante. because Vergil is so fast that when he moves from place to place in the fight between him and Dante, like in the final boss, it looks like he's teleporting. Vergil is an insane speed demon. Although Dante can stop time, Vergil can do the exact same but can stun Dante while doing so. Nonetheless, even if Dante himself can move without time, again, Vergil can stun Dante with the Mirage Blades. Even if Vergil executes his own Judgment Cut end, he stuns the enemy while stopping time. Now to durability. Both are insane in durability, but I hear some people say that Dante has more durability than Vergil and that Vergil has more durability than Dante. But I'd say both of them are equal in durability. Now let me tell you why. Both can survive being stabbed by the Yamato, which can bypass immortality and can cut through anything you think of, even space and time. Plus Vergil even got a nice hit from Dante with his rebellion, but Vergil still survived. It can be seen in Devil May Cry 3 in the end. And also Dante got stabbed by Alastair, and even his own sword. I mean, look, it's pretty clear that both are equal in durability. They both keep surviving being stabbed by multiple blades. Now, going over to Battle IQ, I'd say this is where it gets interesting. Let me tell you why. Because Dante has more weapons than Vergil, and he can wield them without even training to use them. He doesn't need time to get used to them, if you get me. Now, I'd actually also say Dante has more battle experience than Vergil. Now, let me tell you why. Dante has fought more powerful and insanely strong demons in the past, including Mundus, Agrasax, Nightmare, Vergil, Urizen, and even a Urizen with a Glyphal fruit, and way more. Though I'm not saying that Vergil can overpower them, but Dante had fought more demons than Vergil. But now, that's why I say Dante would take Battle IQ. He literally defeated some demons by just outsmarting them, you get me? Now to IQ. I think it's obvious who takes IQ here. We don't need to discuss or look over any feats for this one, but I'll do anyways. Let us go. So Vergil takes IQ due to him being way smarter and more wiser and actually a bit older than Dante. Vergil doesn't act rashly and isn't that lazy, if you get me. Look, don't get me wrong again, but Dante's IQ is underrated as hell. But he's not as smart as Vergil. So for IQ, Vergil easily wins these points here. Now to hacks and abilities. I give those to Vergil. Now let me tell you why. Vergil has insane abilities, insane. I've never seen abilities like these before. He can literally stop time using his Judgment Cut and stun you while doing so. He can also summon a Sin Devil triggered Doppelganger by his side that mimics all of his moves. He can also summon Mirage Blades by his side to support him, and they can also stun the enemy. And Vergil can also destroy huge areas easily with his Beowulf. Plus his Mirage Edge weapon can give him a bigger chance of winning this fight because it was made by Vergil's own soul, which can be higher than 9th dimensional. Dante also has some crazy hacks and abilities, but not as much as Vergil. So Vergil takes this point here. Now lastly, but not least, weapons. Who has more weapons? Now this one easily, just straight up goes to Dante. Let me tell you why. Dante for real has one weapon that is called Pandora's Box from Devil May Cry 4 that can turn into 666 weapons. And still, Dante has way more weapons like that, including his Alastair Sword from Devil May Cry 1, he has King Cerberus from Devil May Cry 5, his Ebony and Ivory, his double Kalina Ans, his Coyote Ace shotguns, and way more. And he also has his Rebellion Devil Sword Sparta and the Devil Sword Dante. And he has way more than that, bro. Way more than I can count. Now this is actually why I would say Dante takes this point here. Now, if you go all over the points one by one, you'll see that it's actually a tie. And it's actually pretty strange for the Devil May Cry fans to understand, but I have a theory on why I think so. Now let me tell you why. Vergil lost in Devil May Cry 3 because he didn't accept his humanity. That's why Dante was able to defeat him. But when he submitted to it in Devil May Cry 5, he became way more stronger and faster. Still, Dante is more stronger in strength, but Vergil is faster and has more hacks, but Dante has more battle IQ and weapons. So it's confusing to see who can actually win. Now the reason it's actually a tie is because both have surpassed their own father Sparta, and I mean equally. Look, we don't know yet, truly, But maybe, just maybe, in Devil May Cry 6, we might see some stuff that'll show us who could really win without a tie this time. I really hope they release Devil May Cry 6. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, you're amazing. And thank you so much for watching this video. Later, I'm gonna make a video about God of War, a very interesting one in fact. I'm gonna switch a bit, from like Devil May Cry. So stay tuned. And if you enjoyed the video, it would mean a lot if you subscribe, like the video, and comment for any future ideas. Let us reach that 1K subs, you feel me? And now, I want to thank you so much again. And I also want to shout out to CVK Ultimate for supporting me and for making cool and dope videos. Be sure to sub to him. And with all that being said and done, Judgment Master out. Sword!